So the first thing you'll do to start is you will open up Access and we'll choose Blank Database. We can give the database a file name of Practice Test. I'm going to save this on my desktop. And I will create it. When we open up a new database, it automatically opens up to a new table in Datasheet view, but we're going to create our new table in Design view. So I'm just going to close this, go to Create, and choose Table Design. And now we can start typing in the field names. So the first field name is Employee ID. And the data type will be short text. And this field has a description so that people know why it's an 8-character ID for the employee ID. That's just the rules for this field. And for this one, it says that the primary key needs to be turned on. So if you don't see your key right here, then we're going to just select this field and turn on the primary key. So this field will now be our unique identifier field, and we will continue down. Typing in our field names, short text, and for our short text data types, we need to remember to come down here and adjust them. So I forgot to adjust the employee ID field name, and I'm just going to click back up here anywhere. And this field here will get me to the place that I need to be down here. And this needs to be 8. Last name, short text, come down here and update the field size. Once you have all your field names entered and your data types are correct, remember the last one is salary and the data type is currency, so there will not be a field size for that one. Make sure that you spelled everything correctly because we're going to append this table, meaning we're going to import records so that we don't have to type out a whole bunch of records. So you want to make sure that all this information, the field names here, matches up to what it says on your directions on your sheet. And then we can click on the save icon up here in the left-hand corner, and the table name will be Administrators. And we'll click OK, and we'll close the table. Now we'll open up the table, and we will add one record to it. So you're supposed to add one record to the table, following the directions. And I'm just going to put some bogus information in here to move along. Make sure you put the IT department needs to be correct, and you can make up any salary that you want. And I just hit my tab key to move forward, and I'm going to close this table. Now we will append this table with the spreadsheets that I shared with you, and I saved my spreadsheets on the desktop. So I'm going to go to External Data, and I'm going to go to the import group. Yours might look a little bit different than this. And over here, new source, from file, from Excel file. So you'll just make sure that you're in the import group and choose Excel. And we're going to append, which means we're going to change a table that we've already created, and I will browse for it. And I know that I saved it on the desktop, and we're going to choose the Administrators, choose Open, say OK. All this looks good here. We'll choose Next and Finish. If you get a message here saying that something doesn't match up, that means you made a typo in one of the field names, and so you'll have to close the message and go back to your table into Design View and fix whatever typo that you might have in one of your field names. Otherwise, when you open up your table, you should now see that it brought in all the records. We should always open up all the fields for best fit. So I'm going to choose my whole table by clicking up here in the left-hand corner and come between any two fields and double click, and it opens everything up. The last thing that we're going to do to this table is we're going to sort it by the title in ABC order. So I'm going to go back to my Home tab, click on the title field, come up to the ribbon and choose Ascending. And we're going to create a filter just to see the director. So now I will come over to the title field and click on the pull down, select all to get rid of all these check marks, and we just want to see the director. And when we toggle our filter, it's an on-off. We can close our table, and yes, we want to save it.